What's going on, everybody? I'm the Entertainist, and welcome back. So, Disney overwhelmed us yesterday with a bunch of announcements. I mean, when I went on Facebook yesterday, I just saw announcement after announcement off Disney Plus's page, Star Wars page, Marvel's page, Pixar's page. I was like, holy shit, is there a convention I didn't know about? I want to talk about some of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited for that they announced, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, you had, literally, announced, 3 years worth of stuff that you're about to release. I'm going to talk more about the stuff that I'm looking forward to, the ones that, I'm actually, pretty interested in. So, let's start this. Let's start with the shit ton of Star Wars stuff that they just dropped on us. Guys, I gotta start with the big one. Obi-Wan Kenobi series should start filming next January with Ewan McGregor. We all knew about this for a while. I'm so fucking stoked for that. It's gonna take 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, so after Order 66, you know, what he's been up to since Revenge of the Sith through New Hope. In between that, I'm excited to see this. Hayden Christensen's coming back as Darth Vader. I'm pretty excited for that. Now, I know Hayden Christensen isn't the greatest actor, you know. Anakin was written badly. I think George Lucas is an excellent writer. He's talented. He's the reason why Star Wars exists. Now, the problem with Anakin was the dialogue, in my opinion. George Lucas cannot write dialogue to save his life. He's proved that, even in the original. So now that Disney has this in play, I don't know who's going to be written by with this Kenobi series. I don't know who the writers and the directors are yet. Hopefully Jon Favreau has something to do with it, because he's doing fucking phenomenal right now with Mandalorian. So we'll see if the dialogue will get better for Hayden Christensen. But he's coming back as Darth Vader. I'm super excited. I just wonder what they're going to do with that. Because, you know, if you have Darth Vader as a recurring character, I feel like it's we're all gonna be fucking hyped up for a few seconds, a few episodes, yeah, Darth Vader, Darth Vader. But if we keep seeing Darth Vader doing Darth Vader things, the momentum's gonna die down. So I hope that they don't make him an ongoing character every single episode. I honestly, I heard something that this is going to be a limited series. So I'm hoping that he's not gonna show up till the end. And I just wonder if they're gonna put him and Obi-Wan toe to toe against each other. I hope they do. I mean, come on, we all want to see it. It's just that if they do that, it's not really going to make sense with what happened in New Hope when they fought each other, Darth Vader and Ben Kenobi, and it was I haven't seen you in all these years or whatever. I guess we'll just have to see how this plays out, but I would like to see them go toe to toe, even if it breaks the canon of the Star Wars original trilogy. So yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi series, super stoked about. I think it's going to be excellent. You know, Mandalorian is super successful right now. One of the best Star Wars things to ever exist. So I have high hopes for a lot of these series. Ahsoka Tano's getting her own series. I don't know too much about her, except I obviously saw the episode of Mandalorian with her in it. I am going to be reviewing The Mandalorian Season 2 after the final episode of that. But I know the basics of Ahsoka. That she's Anakin's Padawan in the Clone Wars. I haven't seen the Clone Wars. I do plan on watching it, and I heard Rebels is really good too. So I know the basics of Ahsoka, and you know, I loved her in Mandalorian from what I saw. So I'm really excited to see where her story is going to go. They said that a majority of these different Disney Plus series they're doing for Star Wars are going to take place in the Mandalorian timeline. So what I think, it's going to be like what Marvel, or what Netflix was trying to do with those Marvel shows, with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Punisher. They're gonna, you know, come out with all these different separate shows, then they're gonna clash them all together at some point. Kind of like a cinematic universe within Disney Plus for Star Wars. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's the only way it makes sense why they're doing it all in the Mandalorian timeline. So that's all I really have to cover about the Star Wars section. Let's get into the Marvel. We have a lot of trailers out that I will be reacting to. So we have the Loki show. That's probably the Marvel show I'm mostly excited for. I love Loki. Loki's hilarious. Tom Hiddleston does a great job as him. It's obviously going to take place right after he takes the... I forgot the name of it, but that power receptor in Endgame. When he took it in the events of the first Avengers and then disappears. So obviously that's where that's going to play out, because now Loki's not dead. So I haven't seen the trailer yet. Obviously, gonna react it for this channel, so I'm excited to see how that's gonna play out. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I assume it's going to be a fun show. I don't know if I'm like super excited, stoked, looking forward to it, all crazy over it, but I am gonna watch it, and I do enjoy those characters. I think Falcon was really good next to Captain America, and same with Bucky. I just wonder how they're going to be, you know, just those two with each other without Captain America. They gotta make it really interesting. And WandaVision, I did see that trailer, but it looks so unique. It just looks like a really, really mysterious type of show. It looks very different, and so I'm very excited to see how that's gonna play out. Obviously, we know some stuff about Spider-Man 3 now, that Andrew Garfield's on for it, Kirsten Dunst, the guy who plays Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, so we know it's only a matter of time till we hear Tobey Maguire's name pop up. So Spider-Man 3 is going to be fucking awesome, and once they release all the news about that and the confirmation of Tobey Maguire, I will be making a video talking about that, because that is some pretty big shit. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention, Marvel related, that I just remembered. What If? I think this is such a cool concept. I remember when they first announced What If, like a year ago, back when they announced all the stuff they were going to be doing with Disney Plus when that launched. And I was like, what is this What If thing going to be? My friend Ethan, who was huge into the Marvel comics and comic books in general, he was telling me that What If is basically like alternate scenarios, like what if Captain America was a zombie? Just an example. I don't know if that's an actual thing. I think there's something similar like that in there. But it's like, what if Iron Man was evil? Things like that. I'm like, that is really cool. So we're going to be doing it. They're going to be doing an animated series. I think they dropped a trailer for that. Can't wait to react to that. So yeah, What If? I think that's going to be fucking awesome. And all the people that played the superheroes in the movies are going to be voicing those characters. Adds even more to it. That's really it for Marvel. Let's see. The last thing I really want to talk about is this Pixar movie that they brought up. Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear is one of my all-time favorite characters. He was my favorite fictional character as a child. He's one of my favorite Disney characters, and I loved him in Toy Story, and I watched all the Toy Stories recently, actually, and I just think it's such a clever character, like this toy who doesn't think he's a toy, and clearly he's based on a real person in that universe. Obviously, Buzz Lightyear is based on Buzz Aldrin, the actual astronaut, but there's a real Buzz Lightyear. So we're going to see how this plays out. Kind of like that Buzz Lightyear of Star Command TV show from back in the day that was on Toon Disney. I never loved that thing because I just like the idea that Buzz Lightyear was a toy who didn't think he was a toy. But Pixar is yet to fail, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and they're probably going to make this a really fun action movie. And Chris Evans is playing Buzz Lightyear, a young Buzz Lightyear. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to see... I wonder if they're going to throw Zurg into there. They have to throw that. Maybe the aliens. Like, you got to keep some Buzz Lightyear symbolism in there that we learned from the Toy Story films. But like I said, Pixar is yet to fail. I don't think this is like a huge risk, but it's just weird because Buzz Lightyear is just a toy. And now he's a real person. So that's really all the Disney news I wanted to cover from everything I saw the other day. I was just like, holy shit. Yeah, I gotta talk about this. They just released a lot of stuff. That's all the main stuff I really want to talk about. But yeah, I'll be coming out with trailer reactions for Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier because they came out with like a 2-minute first look. Haven't seen it yet, obviously. And we'll cover more ground the more we hear when we hear more stuff about Kenobi, and I'll be covering Mandalorian as soon as the finale comes out and I watch it, and when they start dropping trailers, and when we get more news about Spider-Man and more Marvel Phase 5 stuff. Can't wait to talk about it. Looking forward to all this stuff. Guys, thank you so much for watching. What are you looking most forward to with what Disney dropped? Are you looking more forward to some of the Star Wars stuff, the Marvel stuff, the Lightyear movie? Let me know. Something that I didn't mention. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.